Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to Budget with the July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share with you everything personal finance as well as lifestyle content in the form of vlogs. Today's video is my July 2025 Transfer Tuesday video. So if you're new to my channel, you wouldn't know that I do Transfer Tuesdays. I used to do them weekly. I now do them monthly purely because weekly is a lot of work, you guys, and monthly just suits me better. And if you are not familiar with what Transfer Tuesday is a money movement that was started by Mary over at Pennies No Perfection, with the idea that we look for money within our budgets and send that towards our financial goals. Excuse me, you guys, I keep blanking. Today is July 7th. It is my birthday as I'm filming this. This is why I'm all dressed up in my sparkly dress. I felt like, even though I am home, I just came back from Morocco. I spent a couple of days in Morocco to pre-celebrate my birthday. Like, oh, I'm so happy. But even though I am home for my birthday, I just thought I still dress up. Like, I just felt like I needed to dress up. So here I am all dressed up. But yeah, so Transfer Tuesday, that is what we're going to talk about in today's video. So without further ado, let us begin. Okay, so I, as you guys know, always have my twos about me plus random pieces of paper with all the information that I've written down. So what I like to do in these videos is share with you a recap of what I shared in the previous month, and then what has happened since then up until now, and then the plans for the rest of the month, and those plans will then be shared in the August Transfer Tuesday video. So that is what we're going to do in today's video as well. So I have written down some numbers here. So if I'm looking down, it's purely because I'm trying to reference those numbers, especially with the June numbers. I don't have them memorized, so I have to kind of like look down so I can share these with you guys. So what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can move this side a bit. Excuse me. I move this side a little bit and then have the information here on the side. I also just need to sip some water. Okay, so we're hydrated-ish. So now what I'm going to cover in today's video is the savings, the debt, and the credit cards. Well, the debt and the credit cards are one and the same in this instance, so we're going to talk about that. That's what I've been covering since the beginning of the year. I think second half of the year, so it's about being of last year, so it's been about a year now since I've been sharing it in this format, covering these topics. But in terms of sharing a monthly, I only started this year. So starting off first with my savings. So I share with you guys my progress with my emergency funds, my sinking funds, my new funds that I started this year for my 40th birthday. Today I've just turned 38, so I'm 38 years old today. So in 2 years time I'll be 40 by God's grace. So I'm trying to save up for that trip because I'm intending to do something huge for my 40th, so saving that up. Then I've got two holiday funds, one that I keep, in my Monzo account, and one that I keep in my Plum app. So Plum is an app that I use to help me save money, and invest as well. So yeah, I'm using that. And then I am also participating in the Monzo 1p challenge. So that is what we're going to be covering with respect to the savings. So in June, this is the June update that I'm gonna put a table here for the month of June. So for the month of June, I had, in one of my emergency funds, I had 16 pounds. In my second emergency, 16 pounds 38. Second emergency fund, I had 10 pounds 59. And then sinking fund, I had 10 pounds 30. For my 40th birthday, I had 100 pounds and 47 pence. Holiday, I had 143 and 22 pence. This is the holiday fund with Monzo. Then Plum app holiday fund, I had how much did I have? I'm not really sure, but I'll include the correct amount here because I think I've just written down here the amount for this month, so the amount that I've written down here is not correct. And then the 1p challenge, last month I had 99 pounds and 17 pence. So that's what we were with respect to the savings. I'm going to now put up a screenshot. I've just taken a screenshot from my mobile of where I currently am. So in terms of the savings, how should I do this? I'm feeling like just giving like the overall amount as opposed to like the breakdown. It's okay, let's do the breakdown. Let us do the overall. You guys, I'm so indecisive right now. Okay, do you know what? Let's just do what we always do. We are going to do the breakdown. So starting off with my 40th birthday, last month I was at 100 pounds and 47 pence. I'm currently at 502 pounds. For my emergency fund number one, I was at 16 pounds 38. I'm currently at 2,505 pence. My sinking fund, I was at 10 pounds 30. I'm currently at 2,000 pounds and 4 pence. My second emergency fund that I call my rainy day fund, I was at 10 pounds 59 and I'm currently at 2,530 pence. And then my holiday fund that I keep with Monzo, I was at 143 pounds and 22 pence. I am currently at 344 pounds. And then with Monzo, still staying in the Monzo world, with my 1p savings challenge, I was at 99 pounds 17. I'm currently at 154 pounds and 84 pence at the time of filming this video. So that is where we are with those. And then for the plum, we're currently at 200 pounds. Actually, let me even go and take a screenshot because that is what has tripped me up. I forgot it. I was looking at the account and I looked at the amount that's in there. So that kind of like tripped me up instead of looking at the number from last month. So that's where we are. We're going to just do that screenshot, save it, and I should have included it in the video by now. So we're at 200 pounds there. So if we just, can I do quick maths? I think I am at 8,201 and 23 pence. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's why I think I am when it comes to my savings and all of that good jazz. Now we're going to move over to my credit cards. So for the month of June, this is where I was with my credit cards. My Amex was at 488 and 80 pence. My Barclays card was at 700 pounds. My Lloyd's was at, no, my Halifax, sorry, was at 447.56 pence. My Lloyd's was at 100, my Monzo Flex was at 200, and my Nationwide was at 3,450. So this one was the debt. This was the biggest one that I had in terms of my credit cards. I did mention in last month's video that I had a big update for you guys. This is the update. All of these balances have been cleared out. I have been able to pay all of them off, so we're now credit card debt free. However, today, at the time of filming this video, I've just said at the beginning of this video that I just came back from my trip to Morocco. I went to Morocco with a friend of mine to pre-celebrate my birthday because this week I've got a business trip and it's all a mess, so I figured I celebrate myself a couple of days earlier. I am not happy that I'm working today, but somebody's got to pay the bills, so here we are. So here is the current status. I'm going to put the screenshot again in this video. So as you can see, Nationwide is completely paid off, so that's zero balance there. American Express, that is also zero. But when you look at my Barclays card, you will see that I have 962 pounds and 26 pence. That is how much I am owing on that card as of today, because this is my international spending card. I call it my international spending card purely because when I spend on this card abroad, there's no forex fees, so I don't get charged extra for spending abroad, which I love for me. So I put all of my expenses. So the hotel, all of the food, all of the activities was put on here for me and my friend. My friend is going to reimburse me, and then my portion of this. And I've also literally using the same piece of paper just finished like doing all of the numbers. Do you know what? Let me even go into the app that me and my friend uses to add in everything. I think the only thing that's missing on this is the flights. Yes, I think that's the only thing missing in here, but every majority, I want to say practically 95% of everything spent on is in here. So if I go into totals, let me take a screenshot. Yeah, so okay, I'm going to include a screenshot in the video to show you our total expenditure between the two of us. We stayed in a 4-star hotel. We did 5-star things, and then last minute I upgraded us to business class on our flight back, so that added to the cost. So our cost would have been just under £1,000 if it wasn't for the upgrade for the flights. But we upgraded, and yeah, I love it for us that we did that. So this is why I have that balance of 962.26 pence. And I think I would try and show you guys another screenshot, which I also took this morning. I was trying to actually be clever and pay this balance off before filming this video, but as you can see by the screenshot, it says you cannot make payment to a zero balance. So all of my expenditures are currently pending, all of them, because we've only spent them in the last 3-4 days. So everything is currently pending, even though it shows me that my available balance right now is a measly £37.74. It still won't let me make a payment. So I have to wait until this clears before I can send the money. So what I'm doing is this amount is being kept in a separate pot in Monzo, ready to pay this balance off, because we're not going to carry any credit card debt. And because I only use this card for spending when I'm abroad, this card should be zero before the 19th of this month, because that is my statement date, and also before I end the month of July. I know we're just starting, but yeah, I shouldn't have a balance on this. So technically I do not, because the money is there, but technically I have a balance because I haven't paid it off at the time of filming this video and sharing it with you guys. So that is with the Barclays card. You can see the Halifax is zero, my Lloyd's is zero, and my Monzo Flex is also zero. So we're trying to stay in the I am not carrying any balance on my credit cards at all. So yeah, so this is the update. Now the total balance that you see for my Monzo accounts, I think it was trending like between 7,940 or 50, something like that, and I was like, I like 8,000 better. So I went into my accounts and sent extra money to my 52 envelope savings challenge. So that is a challenge that I'm using to save money for my trip next month with the girls. So what I'm going to do is probably that will be the focus of next month's video, because right now we're not really focusing on the credit cards because there's nothing to focus on anymore. And then with the savings, I am doing fine with the savings now, so I don't think there's much point in talking about it. I have also reset my standing order, so every single month I'll be sending £125 towards my emergency fund. I would like, one of my big goals is to have like 50k in my emergency fund, but I think I've spoken about this before, in that for me, I don't feel comfortable with 50k sitting in an account. I feel comfortable with about 10,000, comfortable £5,000 is there. I know it's there. And then the other £5,000, I would rather invest it, if I am honest. That's where I sit. But now I am starting to get comfortable with having money in my savings accounts, but also having like my emergency fund in my current account as a buffer. I'm still working on it, you guys. I'm not really comfortable because somebody who counts their coins quite closely, sometimes I can get a false illusion that I actually have money when that £1,000, £2,000, whatever it is actually part of my emergency fund. And sometimes when I get that illusion, my spending gears kick in and bobs rankle. So we're trying to work on myself. I'm experimenting a lot. I'm not perfect. Far from it. You guys have seen my journey. You guys have seen me spend money recklessly, but you guys also know that I am a YOLO. I literally, you know, you only live once kind of situation, while still practicing some smart financial moves, but not always. So I want to say there's about 15% of me that is crazy with the spending, but majority of me likes to save and invest and buy properties. Yeah, the majority of me likes that, but I can still be a little freak when it comes to spending money. So yeah. But anyway, so that is my Transfer Tuesday video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video real soon.